Everybody was kung fu fighting. Do-do-do-do-do-do. You know it's fast as lightning. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Lights Out Glee Racing. No, you're not on the X Factor. We're on YouTube, and you're joined by myself and Mr. Jax Daniels for Season 32, Race 5 at Suzuka. Those that have just watched the Div 1, boys, it was a cracking race, and I'm sure we're not going to be disappointed by Div 2. Congratulations on your P2, Jax. Are you happy with that? Aye. Yes. There's no songs about everybody go sumo fighting. Yeah, it just doesn't mind, does it? So.
Cutting the grass.
Yeah, he's on Intus as well. Maybe he's just doing a banker lap.
First training session after a week.
Where's his training wheels? Yeah, so how did you find it? I'm guessing if there was no Portuguese, then you'd be happy with your P1.
I would be. I think, yeah, the race was quite boring because you can rarely overtake. I think George tried 2 times, and as soon as I noticed he was close to me, I just pressed the boost, and then the thing was over. But yeah, I think if there wouldn't have been a safety car, it would be interesting to see if Portuguese would have cut through the field on his mediums, or if he would found some traffic. Because also George couldn't re-overtake sticks, so I think overtaking here is quite difficult.
You say that, but there
still important today.
Yeah, you say that though, but there was quite a lot of overtaking, especially in the midfield.
Yeah, I think in the front you just have your rhythm with the battery, and you know if you lose too much, you will be overtaken in the next race. That's happened to me one time when I tried it. Yeah. I think the two there will be plenty of overtaking. Just because it's not casual. It's what we're here for.
Well, here on a hot lap here with Kessler, who had a cracking race last week at Silverstone, getting P3, official Div 2 P3, and there's the first official podium for the Discord as he's making his way out of the second Degner. I think we saw 1 or 2 drivers miss their braking point, end up in the gravel, coming out their hairpin. There's a couple of ways you can take that corner. I suppose you choose it depending if you're on a overtake or defensive action round. Approaching Spoon, the first corner is quite blind. You've got to throw your car in, trust your car's going to stick on the road. Prioritise the exit of the second Spoon corner to get a good run down the straight, otherwise you're going to be a sitting duck down to 130R, flat out round the kink corner, and then approaching the Casino chicane where we've seen 1 or 2 great overtakes occur with Dead Carcass and Dead Divine both out of the session already. That's quite interesting. Has anyone got a quali ban? Tesla getting a 129.9. Maybe Dead Carcass, because he went out on Inters. Maybe just did a hot lap. I'll have to get Mr. Terry Reds to... Yeah. Maybe get Terry Reds to confirm that. The Kessler provisional pole whipped already under his feet by Guna with a 29.9. Wow, they've all got 29.9s. Blum, 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 blum. And step on.
So long I had a good beer, and now it's so refreshing. It's already empty. I need a new one.
Were you drinking like 200ml bottles?
Half a liter.
You just drank half a litre in the space of 5 minutes.
Sure.
Wow.
I was sweating buckets. I had no window open. It was like 26. Doesn't sound a lot, but makes you sweat. I'm a pro athlete. That's real sweat.
It makes you sweat as much as standing outside schools. Josh on a hot lap coming down to 130R. They popped up saying Miles had got the fastest lap, but he's got a 132 flat, so it must have been, of course, a glitch. Josh getting podium P2? P2 last week, which I think he was absolutely chuffed with. Back to B. I think he's happy back being near the top and fighting as he dives straight into the pits.
Oh wow. The guy already left us, the Alpine driver.
M50. Yeah, I don't know. He had some incident on lap 1 and then retired at the start. So
he was so looking forward to race, and then never mind.
Philbo Baggins changed his name, and I like it. I'm here for it. As Benja, it's popping up fastest lap again, but it's not. It's confusing me. But he goes up to the second row with a 129.9.
What's going on? The chat is empty.
I know. Where are you all? Where are you? Let's be having you. P7 for the McLaren reserve.
Who's your favorite for pole?
It's got to be Fleazy.
Yeah, Shawnee P. He was quite fired up. Where's I am? P5.
29.8 then. It's very, very tight between the top 6.
So tight.
About 2/10 between Fleazy down to Shawnee. And we've still got 1 or 2 drivers to set a time here. Mr. Matic, Skyglide. You got the professional podium last week. Oh. Let's double check.
Just sorting out the stats.
We're expecting 1 more driver. If he actually accepts my friend request, I can invite him. I'll check if he is on. There's no one going to cross the line yet, as we're on with Skyglide. Should be Fat Boy something. Nope, he hasn't accepted it yet.
Where's Terry Reds in chat? It feels
Maybe
so boring without Terry's on track.
He's making nothing to laugh about. Yeah, he's too busy making Lamburgers. Comes around the casino chicane.
Watch hamburgers being made.
And this guy goes on to the front row with a 29.908. Whoa! I honestly, I cannot tell you who's going to be on pole. Looking at those first runs, maybe it could even be Cygate.
Close. I think Shawnee P has it in him.
Oh, well, you say that. Cygate's just got the fastest first sector.
Okay, but he can. Yeah. No Cygate today, because otherwise we will jinx it again.
Oh yeah, Cygate is a loser.
But Shawnee P. Shawnee P is did the P9 in Div 1. Not bad. Not bad at all.
Yeah, I think it's one of those ones where you've got to be there to get the result, but you can't forget there was 1 or 2 quicker drivers that had some incidents and also retired from the race that may have finished above him, but it's still a good result for a Div 2 driver. Come on, final couple of corners here for Cygate. Can he carry on his excellent form from last week and this season?
Bad.
He's P8.
Oh, he's driving. Oh. So 3/10 to P1. What's going on here?
Yeah, this is incredible. I cannot tell you who's going to be on pole. We've got Josh on a lap now, yet to set a time after diving in the pit straight away. Got Dan Morris on a lap as well. Shawnee P, your guy gets a bit of a gap then, 29.5. That Div 1 practice has done him good. As Josh goes up to P11, which I think he'll be a bit gutted about that. Just keep an eye on Dan as he comes through the second Egner. The YouTube chat must be broken. Where is everyone?
That's unfair.
I'm so lonely.
George Plaster.
Can't be singing that either. It's Korean. I'm so lonely.
Oppam Gangnam. No, that's also Korean.
So I'll just go see the famous landmark Great Wall of... Oh no, that's China. Dan Morris then setting his first lap as AJ goes onto the front row. Dan Morris for his first run, P11. So AJ, considering, says he hasn't done that much practice. Scott's Bear in the Audi. Currently P14. Over P15, but we're John back on fire. Let's see if his car is on fire.
Mr. Left.
There goes 11th. Is that how someone from Japan says hi? Hi!
Hi! I think hi means yes. I like a bit of Japan series, but more like the samurai. Otherwise it's a bit... yeah. How was this one series called? Shogun. This was good.
Yeah, I haven't watched that. On Disney. In effect.
Yeah. I can recommend.
Danger down on his time, so not improving that lap. Gooner's invalidated, so we'll keep an eye on Skyglide and Fleasy. And in their second run in situ. Skyglide across the line, it's going to be close. And gets himself up to the front row with a 29.6. Fleasy slots in behind him ahead of AJ with a 29.7. So it's still very tight and anyone's game. Step on up, what are you doing? You can't park there. Bilbo Baggins into the pits. We've got 5 minutes left.
Who's Bilbo Baggins?
Bilbo Baggins. Oh, we got somebody in. We got somebody in. We got somebody in.
Dan Morris. Or number one chatter, Dan Morris.
Number one chatter shitter.
Mate?
He reckons Shawnee's going to be on pole.
I called it before. But Skyglide is also.
Oh, you're odd. You're odd. Kessler going slightly deep.
Wow, we had a full grid. Interesting.
We did have a full grid.
This is the first time. Pretty sure.
Well, I think it's a credit to the depth of the league that both divisions have got a good handful of reserves filling in this week.
Top in Google.
Yeah.
when you look for clean racing.
Well, in clean racing, it doesn't mean the driver's armpits. I think everyone sweats like crazy. I'm sweating just sitting here, actually. Kessler into the pet. So Sygate on another run. Let's see how he gets on as he comes out of Spoon. All eyes on the Alpinus. End of sector 2. And he's half a second up.
P10.
Oh, that's going to get him to potentially the front row here for Sygate if he can nail
doesn't run out of battery.
Final couple of corners. Don't jinx it. Oh, just bounced off that curb a little bit too much. He does. P2! And he's almost on pole. I can't breathe. What a lap from Sygate.
Nothing too big, so let's just ignore it. so we can get a podium.
You shut your dirty mouth. Benji's in the pits then, so we'll jump back on with Josh, who's got the fastest middle sector. Flying around 130R. What a lap from Cygate. 400ths off pole. As Shawnee P extends his time to 29.3. And Josh stays P11. Here's the guy that walks 10,000 miles. He's up on his current lap.
He's up on his current lap.
Approaching Spoon, and we saw some great overtakes in the Div 1 race. Couple at Spoon corner. He comes flying down the back straight armoured active. And he's half a second up now. Should get him to just ahead of Oliver. And battling with Scott Spare, potentially for that P15. Can he get himself anywhere nil? Philbo Baggins, or is he too busy running away with a ring? He goes P16 with a 31 flat. Might have a flat tyre. Scott's Bear in the grass, he's not on a lap. Fire's just come into the Degners.
He's on fire.
Let's keep a eye on Step on up. He was pretty much cheering everyone on in Div 1, and looks like he's bailed out of his lap. He's looking a little bit squirrely.
Oh man. The bun up.
Fire almost 3/10 up. This could get him up to potentially into the top 10 if he can continue his current trajectory. No, he's dropped it a bit.
Wow.
George Blaster reckons Jax has finished another beer by now. He is borderline.
No, I still have to get one. Good reminder, George is my man.
Fire almost fired himself into the wall with an absolute donk move.
I will get one after quali because it's so exciting.
Next up is Philbo Baggins doing another lap, and quali's actually finished. Caught me napping. Cygate at the moment is highest P2. Scott Spare P15. Won't get any higher than that.
Where's
What will
CDP?
Philbo do? Philbo P12. My colours are mixed up. As Mr. Matic top 10. Some look very similar. Guna's across the line and he invalidated, but will start P6. Will anyone jump? We've got an Aston Martin next. Is it the P of Sean? At the moment, he doesn't extend his time at the top.
I had frozen M&Ms, but they are now glued together because it's so hot.
Frozen. AJ, row 2, P3, 597. Sky Glides.
AJ, no, please, we.
Sky Glides
Oh.
sits on the front row though. What can Fleazy do? The race winner from Silverstone.
It's over.
It's over, yeah. It's a crap lap. Ooh, Hot Stepper is up. I don't think he's up enough though. Might be enough to get ahead of Guna. He does. P6 for the Step on up. Benja is not improving. He's way down. What is Oliver doing? Apart from noshing off his own penis. He's just crossing the line as we wait for Fire to get himself into the pits. So Shawnee P does take pole.
Yo! Hold it.
I think there's some insider trading going on here. But is that his first pole?
Wait, can confirm. Yes. His
I thought
first
so.
official pole.
Shawnee P, I think he'll be absolutely chuffed with that one. And he did it with a couple of tenth and a half to spare, which was the gap for the Div 1 pole as well.
He's so good. He's the best. I don't know anyone better.
I know many.
Me?
But for today, Shawnee is on pole at 29.379, a tenth and a half of Skyglide on the front row. Alpine of Cygate P3 with AJ alongside him. Fleasy and Hot Stepper on row 3 with Gunnar and Bench just behind. Kessler and Mr. Matic rounding off your top 10. Josh and Philbo Baggins 11th and 12th with Fire and Dan Morris 13th and 14th. Scott Bear 15th, Miles 16th, Oliver 17th, and then Dead Carcass and Dead Divine both not setting a time and starting from the rear. We will be having a couple of moments while drivers just sort out their fuel and their setups. Hopefully nobody readies up, otherwise somebody's getting absolute beating, and somebody is actually missing this week because they did it last week. Was it Shane?
Yeah.
I think it was. I think Shane's on a ban. Basically, you get banned if you ready up because you ruin everyone else's race. So heed that warning.
Could have.
Should would have could have.
Somebody from Division 1 this week, but we'll let it go.
Okay. Yeah, so the setup's quite crucial on this one. It's a medium to high downforce.
0 wings, no problem.
Yes, it's
Actually,
a problem.
I was shocked because usually I got a 50 before I got a 50-15 setup, but then I looked a bit in some free setups and they were like 28 zeros. Like, what the fuck? You can't even go flat out in the sector 1 with this.
Yeah, well, I think if you've got that front end, it sticks to you while you're going through those S's. But compared to a lot of tracks, you're not on the throttle as much as you'd think. So you don't need that kind of rear guard as much as you think. It can be hard on the tyres though. It's generally an abrasive surface. And can be the lateral forces on the tyres through sector 1. How did you find your tyre wear? Are you following Portuguese quite a lot, especially in that first stint?
Was alright, yeah. I mean, hard was a bit offset because he had hards when I had mediums and vice versa. So I was hoping his tyres would fall off at the end, but I think the safety car was a bit out too long.
Yes.
To take advantage of that.
Well, we weren't going to say yet, but I think the fact that Adam span off under the safety car and had to pit to change his wing probably extended the life of the safety car anyway.
Oh, he's at 4.
That will be in the bloopers, I am sure.
Responsible. But I looked at the stats now and we got fastest slaps from Portuguese 6 times, 7 times.
Hackers.
I tried it as well in lap 26 by saving all the battery, but I only came in short 3.5 tenths. So couldn't even come close.
He's a hacker.
Must be cheating.
Who's on your podium, by the way? Who's winning this race?
Shawnee B, Fleasy, and Skyglide.
Okay. I'm gonna go Fleasy. I'm gonna go Fleasy, AJ, and Shawnee is my 3.
Okay. In Cygate.
Cygate will not end up in P3. AJ and Dan Morris, the only ones to do the alternate strategy, starting on the hard tyres. Everyone else choosing the mediums, which tells you what is the most popular way to go. Japan circuit's been around since 1987 and is a very mixed opinioned track. It is one of the most challenging and difficult tracks on the calendar, with it being so tight, but also a racing circuit. It reminds me a bit like Brands Hatch in the UK, just of kind of how it looks, because there's not that many It's like there's quite a bit of gap between the runoff and the wall, but there's not actual runoff areas because it's just gravel. So it's yeah, it reminds me of that a bit. But, not the biggest of tracks, 5.8 kilometre circuit, 18 corners, 10 to the right, 8 to left, 2 straight mode sections, one which you're approaching now.
I get a beer now.
You're going to get a beer now, yeah. It's not always the best for overtaking, but we did see quite a bit in the mid-pack for Div 1. Best opportunities are hairpin and casino chicane, but we saw some fantastic overtakes at Spoon and Dunlop corners, so let's see what will happen. Shawnee's leading us round with Skyglade joining him on the front row. Cygate, pole for the Challenger tier. He'll be absolutely chuffed with that. AJ joining him alongside on row 2. Fleasy and Hot Stepper 5th and 6th is 7th for Guna, 8th and Benjamin Kessler on the podium last week, starting from P9. Mr. Matic from P10 reserving in the Williams. Josh 11th. Philbo Baggins too busy running after rings. P12. 13 is Fire with Dan Morris alongside him. Scott Spare and Miles on row 8 with Oliver. Dare Carcass P18. Dead Divine at the rear. It's going to be a bit quite busy on the run down to turn 1. It's 405 metres from pole to turn 1 breaking point. It's going to be busier than Kim Kardashian's plastic surgeon. Hopefully everyone leaves each other plenty of room as Dead Divine gets into his pit box. Skyguy just slightly facing towards the Aston Martin as the lights are going out. It's 4, 5, season 32, race 5 for Div 2 in Suzuka, and we're away. It's lights out, and Shawnee's just held on the front, but the Alpine of Cygate's trying to force his way through. Still keeps his P3. It's just thwarts off AJ Charger. Fleazy goes past the Visa Carb. And it looks like, this looks like this car on the grass. It looks like Philbo Baggins. And it's Guna now, after his brilliant outing in Div 1. He's found himself now down in P19 and a few seconds adrift, but I'm sure he'll catch up quite quickly as this train is very close. Scott Spare up to P10. Amazon says it's a 2-stopper, but we did find 1-stopper was possible. Audi, late breaker on the hairpin. But brilliant driving from him and Benja. Saw him coming. Looks to out-drag him towards Spoon Corner. The Audi has the inside. Is he going to give up the corner? Oh my God, you could not get any closer than that. Wow. I expected them both to touch and end up in the gravel.
But they did touch the tips only.
Oh, the tips. AJ.
Step on down now.
AJ has the inside of the casino chicane. No.
The close line through the hairpin, but Shawnee P setting the tone. Actually, both of them really made the gap already. Let's see if this only came to battery.
Hot Stepper using the grassy route. Has to stay behind. Oh, what's happened to Kessler? I think he's touched.
Kessler! In the grass.
Yeah, I think he tried to go side by side with Hot Stepper. And whether it was a slight contact.
There. Fair play.
Let's keep his car going.
Carcass already up to P12.
Back that ass up the grid.
Scott Sparrow sort of a cracking start, but Carcass really fluffing through the field. As Benja goes wide, but can keep the position right now.
Josh went deep at second Degner and has found himself down to P12. As we see Dead Divine, who's had the absolute mare first couple of laps and has found himself now down at the back of the order again. Oliver up to P13 ahead of Fire. No, excuse me. He burnt my nostrils. As Miles following Fire through on Oliver having a poor exit out of Spoon corner. He's going to be under threat now from Kessler, who's going to be driving angry. Skyglide with the fastest lap. Is he close enough to make a move on Shawnee at turn 1? Stepanov has got past AJ now up to P5. But AJ, of course, on that alternate strategy.
P and Skyglide really pulling now. Already almost 2 seconds. So it must be a battle for P1 here. Till the end.
Who knows what's going to happen though?
Until the first safety car comes out.
Well, there's a 50% chance of one coming out, so we shall see. Mr. Matic up to 7th and sniffing the underwear of AJ. Is he going to make a move at the hairpin? Oh, he took a quick look, but AJ plants his car exactly where he needed it to be. Got to go up to P8 now. What a start from the Audi. He's got the Audi blood. Obviously Portuguese with a cracking race, but Suzuka had his best race of the season. Skyglide running in P2, and now Scott Spare carved his way up to P8. Audi is the one to watch at the moment. As we say, that back there, that was on the outside of 130R. That was brave. And Scott Spare has to give up the position. Oh, and I think he's gone slightly deep at the chicane. It was a slight touch from the Haas, but he had to make evasive action as Mr. Matic's now getting past AJ, and it looks like Josh has had a moment on the final corner. Oh, got you. Oh, did I? Can fly. Although Baggins getting swamped by Oliver. Brilliant move from Oliver on the inside of turn 2. But, Philbo Baggins stole the position back like he stole the one ring. And back up to P15. Oh, something's happened. It's Benja. Going up Dunlop. Has lost control of his car. And is now down ahead of his teammate in P14. Oliver, you can't brake there. Kessler and Divine, the only people that have pit now, and we're hoping for some sort of safety car.
Oh, 2 seconds. Just as you promised.
Is there anyone else you want to penalty? Because I'll just say their name as well.
Yep.
Doing is getting past Oliver then. Out Spoon. As Hot Stepper is now past his teammate. Maybe there's some team orders in play. So cluster cars through the chicane. And you're getting past Josh, but Josh will be looking to retake the position. Down a run to turn 1. We'll have to look at Philbo Baggins, who's flying past him on the outside. Brilliant overtake from the McLaren, and the McLaren's just working their way through the field. Can they work together? As AJ loses out to back their ass up, their carcass, who from the back of the grid is now up to P7. Scott Spare lost a couple of positions, going slightly out of sync through the S curves, losing a couple of positions to Fire and Miles. Definitely a difficult place to make the overtake as he clatters the back of the Cadillac. Lose about a little bit of time. Haas now up to P6. Oh no. Why did you do this? Oh, he's on the grass. And he's losing positions now after picking up a penalty. Side true to his name. Can't close that gate as AJ goes on through. Highgate's still the lead challenger driver though. Could be a big win under his belt if he just maintain that composure. Currently running P8 from P3. Scott Spare in the pits. Bit early to make a pit stop. He might be doing a two-stopper. Does he need a fresh wing?
Two-stopper?
He's put some softs on, so must be. What a strategy that is. I wonder if it'll work. Skyguy still keeping Shawnee P honest. Can he turn his first pole into his... Is it his first win as well?
It looks like it.
I think it would be.
I mean, I don't know if Skylight did... Oh, maybe now he's close?
He's very close. Approaching Spoon has the inside, but just pulls out. It's a very hard place to make the overtake. You have to move more alongside to do so. Can he get a better exit out the second Spoon corner? Has he got better straight line speed? Not approaching enough to make an overtake yet. May have an opportunity at the casino chicane. He's going to go for it on the inside. We could have a new race leader. Shawnee has to bail out of it, otherwise he'd be riding over the curb. And Skylight now takes the lead of the race for the first time. Step on Appa. He's trying to step up on Fleazy. He's trying to break the slipstream. Doesn't have enough speed down to the first corner. We've got a yellow flag. It's a McLaren, and I think it's Philbo Baggins. He's dropped it at the casino chicane. As Carcass has got through Hot Stepper through the S-bends. Wow. Oh, wow. But Mr. Matic, I think Hot Stepper's got a problem here. He's dropped back over a second behind Carcass, and he's got now into the clutches of Matic and AJ. As Shawnee through the hairpin gets his nose back ahead. They drag it to the Spoon corner, and the Aston Martin back into the lead of the race. I think they're going to be jostling right to the end. What would you do if you were Skyguide here with your pit stop? Would you try and do an undercut?
I would speed up.
Okay. Carcass up to the podium positions now. Gets ahead of Fleazy at 130 off. Fleazy trying to retake the position, but Carcass has had an absolute brilliant drive. He's run lap 8 now, and he's come from P18 up to P3. Fleazy going for the retake. Rode the curve a little bit too much, it would cost him a little bit of time. Oh, Josh with that extra oomph for speed up to P12. I didn't say his name. It wasn't me.
Compared to the guys in front, I can see some data here, but the Alpine of Cygate and the Cadillac of Fleazy really have much higher tire wear than the guys at the top. Something like 8% more, while Shawnee P currently sits at 37. Makes a difference also in the long run.
Yeah, and what's the best way to preserve your tyres? Is it not braking as harsh? Is it having a smoother line through a corner?
To be honest, I think in this game tyre saving is not a big of a problem anymore, since you're driving naturally a bit slower. Yeah, usually steady steering, not locking up, rear spin. These are the things you can do to avoid higher tyre wear.
I've always had I think my way of racing, I've just always just put my foot to the floor. Never really. That's probably why I never really won anything. Plus, I'm slow.
Yeah, in 25, the game, or throughout the DLC, you really needed to preserve the tires by going none and really lift and coast through corners, so you just go smooth in it and not too quick to not overheat the tires.
Well, Benja pitting
But
early.
since it's so slow now,
Yeah.
it's not an issue anymore.
Well, must have been an issue for Benja, as he's pit already after lap 9. Or after lap 8, actually. And
Could go to the end.
he could, but it's going to be difficult.
But he will have also bad tires, so he needs to do some overtaking now to really make most of his strategy.
Right here, closing back in at the casino chicane. Shawnee goes on the defensive. And Steiger not able to make a move. Goes slightly deep. Oh, he's messed that one up, and that could have cost him a little bit of time. And gives a bit of more breathing space to the Aston Martin.
Saige diving down the inside.
Looks like...
Beautiful overtake.
looks like they both made it out. Yeah, he's dropped back as well to Saige, so maybe Saige able to look after the overtaking line. As Gunnar now into the pits for his pit stop. Saige now to the top 7. Oh, Italian hand gesture for Oliver. Hey! Where is the pasta? He's the first one to get a 10-second penalty for not using his brakes. Scargate still over the back of Shawnee P. Whoever wins this race will thoroughly deserve it. You've got a better the car around you. Skyglide tried to take a quicker look on the inside. The first part of Spoon. A little bit lost of traction on the exit. Rode too much of the curve. That will cost him a little bit of time. Skyglide.
Not gonna go now. No, he thinks better.
He went on the bumpy curve. He's got a better exit. Ooh, I see that. Bit of oversteering. Shawnee's in a bit early. Early pit from Shawnee.
If now a safety comes, Jesus Christ, he will bite his ass.
His own ass? Their carcass.
That guy must now push.
Fleasy's in. Fire's in. So everyone just going for the...
Oh! Yellow! Where's the yellow?
Nothing happened. Nothing happened. I think someone just went off the track.
Safety car comes out. This will be hilarious.
Josh is in the pits as well. Oh, Italian head gesture for Scott Spare. Oh, Spare's in the pit lane. His race is going from bad to worse here. Puts on some hard tyres to go to the end of the race. Just needs to put his head down, crack on. AJ still trying to keep Hot Stepper honest. AJ on a different strategy as well. Same as Dan Morris. Both in 3rd and 6th respectively.
Let's see Skyglide. Is Shawnee P in traffic? No, he's clean air. Skyglide really has to pit now to cover off the undercut. He already lost 1 second on his, but he goes again.
I think he's thinking about, he's either hoping, he's going to try and go as long as he can, hoping for a safety car.
He has a little bit of hopium.
As Hot Stepper's in the pits. And Sygate's following him in the pits, so let's hope he doesn't double stack. He's got a yellow flag.
Yellow, there's an Audi. He keeps moving. Scotsbear must have right the curb coming out of turn 1. Oh!
It's it's a VSC. It's a VSC.
Only?
It's a VSC.
I mean, Scotsbear really just pinned it right into the wall.
Is that the hairpin?
Yeah. That's good for Skyglide if he can make it around this grip.
Being quite interesting to see how that happened for Scott's Bear. It's a weird
I
place.
saw it and I can tell you it was not legit. I saw it with my own eyes.
Okay.
Completely binned it into the wall.
We shall get punished for that. And
If we can get live penalties moving, this would be one.
guy just
What's the penalty for this even? I think it's not too bad.
approaching the chicane now. He's going to want this to come out, stay out a little bit longer. He's going into the pits. I think I said the other day, it'd be a nice addition for this game to let spectators know when the safety car's ending.
It's just decided 30 seconds and 6 penalty points for Scott Spur. Oh!
Mr. Matic sped under the pit lane. Skyglide.
Oh, he really lost out, and Skyglide really had a good fortune.
He has. Had to come up. MP3.
I told you it was not a good idea to pit first from P1. Also, when you had such a big gap to the cars behind, beside of Skyglide, I would have just went. If you have such a big gap, you just go with it, and you can just pit a lap later of anyone. Doesn't matter how far you are in the race.
Guess what? Cygate has a drive-through, and so does Dead Divine. Oh, he keeps letting us down. Cygate, man. It's such a good position, it's now thwarted. So AJ now in the lead of this race. Him and Dan Morris are yet to pit. The Skyglide only a second behind Dan Morris now on 12 lap fresher tyres. And he's got 3. Dead Divine retiring in the pits. I'm not surprised, he's had an absolute disaster of a race. Kessler getting past Josh at the second Degner, and Kessler out to P16, a reverse of his race. I think Dan Morris now in the pits. And Shawnee gets himself the fastest lap going through past the pits. 3.5 seconds behind our net race leader of Skyglide. Step on up, goes up to P6. Mr. Matic was quite unfortunate as well because he had a drive-through after the safety car, so he couldn't pit off his mediums, and he's had to go back in again to do his actual pit stop. So his race has been compromised by his lack of following the delta.
Step on up.
We've got a close battle here for P10. How can you even eat frozen M&Ms?
Yeah, it's great. I just had 1 liter of beer. Starting to feel it now.
It's because you had a litre of beer in 10 minutes.
Yeah, it was necessary.
What's necessary here is the defence by Shawnee P. He's got Dead Carcass in his wing mirrors.
There's no way that the safety car or the virtual safety car was out for so long. Like, he has 10-second gap. What the fuck?
AJ just hanging on as long as he can. Is he going to look at doing a hard to softs maybe? This could be
hard to soft.
Dan Morris on the mediums, passing Cygate, who's having to serve his drive-through. So at the moment, our highest Challenger driver is Fire in P10. So Fire at the moment will get the win in Challenger with Oliver in P12. There's another yellow flag. And Josh has retired. He's called it a day, P17. And we thank him for retiring into the pits. But yeah, Fire will get P1. Oliver will get P2. And Cygate will get P3. I said his name. Oh, what's happened to Oliver? I said Danny's in the wall. Coming through the S-bends ahead.
I heard
out of the second Degner. I said his name. He got a penalty. And he's in the wall as well. I think he's got some wing damage.
Safety car.
No safety car. I demand a recount. AJ in the pits now. Hot Stepper's going on through. It's going to be.
Under virtual safety car? He's stupid. Sorry. No, what the fuck? Why wouldn't he pit under virtual safety car?
I think it come out.
He had hards.
I think he had hards, but I also think it went in. I think it stopped before he got to the pit lane because Sky Glider was ahead of him.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry. But he's 3 seconds behind Hot Stepper. Hot Stepper with a penalty, and of course AJ's on the medium, so should expect the Visa car to be flying now and eyeing up a potential podium. As it stands, Skyglide leading the way then, with Shawnee P dropping back over 4 seconds now. Dead carcass.
I think I have M&M's in my nose.
How? Are you like a child with Lego?
You know when you I don't know, when you cough or something and it goes into your air path?
Into your
this
sinuses.
Weird feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah. Blah. I don't know where this comes from now.
Guna running in P8 after his earlier escapades. I think he'll be quite chuffed with that. Benja just behind him. At the moment, Fire's looking quite comfortable then for that Challenger P1. And Cygate running in P2. And Kessler will get P3.
Kessler will get P3, what?
Yeah, I know. And most of the Challenge drivers are missing this week.
Oh, lucky for him.
Kessler's leading the way in the Challenger Championship. We're missing Idina Ruiz running in P2. So Fire should make up some big ground here. There may even be opportunity for Cygate to close the gap. He's only 13 points behind. So, yeah, it'll condense that championship very tightly. Sky Guy's currently running in P5 in the professional tier. Got a yellow flag, and Oliver's retiring the pits as well. Oh, he's ruled himself out of some points.
Oh.
I'll tell you something that you're not going to go R about though. Shawnee's closing on Sky Guide. He's gained about 6/10 on him.
And he was 10 seconds behind. Like, what is he doing?
He was 10 seconds behind AJ. AJ's now pit.
Oh, sorry. Okay, then no, it makes sense because I think 10 seconds would be a bit crazy with the race. Why is this chat so slow today? Terry's taking a day off. He's really lazy in the last days. Can't lie.
He's butchering lambs, that's why.
Since we have so much stewards now, he's getting lazy. Yes.
He doesn't even do any recruiting anymore.
Need another beer, what the fuck? But I have none. Need more frozen M&Ms. You have to try it. Just put them in the fridge. And then in your nose.
I might get some when I'm at the cinema then. I'm not going to put them on my nose. Put them in your bum. Fire them out like a Gatling gun. The closest battle here is Philbo Baggins behind Cygate. As Fleazy picks himself up a penalty. That's going to rule him out. Any chance of a podium. It's going to be tough anyway. The championship leader for the professional tier and the Div 2. He's got a good, 25-point gap to Benja. Damon Hill's missing, so he's going to still be quite comfortable at the top. So he's not going to be as far ahead as he would have liked or expected to be. So we're just not able to make a move yet. Dead Carcass has just dropped back here from Shawnee P. Just maybe doing a bit of tyre preservation, ready to strike in the final moments. AJ is now 1.5 seconds behind Hot Stepper. AJ in for a chance here of P4, which, considering he wasn't very confident about doing this race, I think he'll be reasonably happy with that. He's had a very incident-free, which is always good to say, race as he's closing in the back of the Alpine. We're in P8. Within the penalty trap of Dan Morris. As AJ's had a bit of a moment. Lost half a second.
Where? Whatever. Where are we? Lap 20. 20p drop back now.
Their Carcass is just dropping back as well. Not managed to keep the pace of Shawnee. And Skyglide is now in complete control.
Skylight.
Okay.
Skyglide sounds like a James Bond movie.
It does.
James Bond, Skyglide.
Maybe you should be the
Who will
next
be
James
the next
Bond.
James Bond? Me.
I think there was a few in the running, wasn't there? But there's that
I would
guy
have loved
that's...
Idris Elba, to be honest.
He's too old, though. I think.
Really?
Yeah, I think.
Wait,
Yeah,
I
well,
want to see who's in the run right now. James Bond.
I
I
think
can't believe
it's.
they still didn't found one. It's like so long.
I think it's the guy. I don't know if you ever watched the
Please not
capture.
his fucking face. I can't see his face.
Who?
What's the name? Callum Turner. Oh,
I think he's the favourite, isn't he?
Harris Dickinson. What? He's way too young.
Well, yeah, I think that's the idea, because then they
I
prolong
tell
the
you,
life of a James Bond, don't
The
they?
best fit would be Henry Cavill. Like,
He's,
get him
again,
in
he's
right
too
now.
old. He's too old.
But why is he too old? He's the perfect James Bond.
Because they do films every, 4 years, and to get a
How
decent
old?
run out of them is, to do, 4
Henry
films,
Cavill.
that's 16
How old
years,
is he?
isn't it?
He's 43.
Yeah, exactly.
Still
So,
looks like 30.
does he? Really? No,
I remember I remember when he said just ask her out, it works for me, and then people but we don't look like
Yeah.
Nah, he would be the perfect James Bond. That's fine.
He would have been, but I think the fact he's done other similar films like he's done like the spy film, The Man from U.N.C.L.E. or something like that. I think he's and he did that Guy Ritchie one
Idris
as well.
is 10 years older. Okay.
Yeah, they just all passed it. I think maybe if they'd started it a couple of Daniel Craig films.
Daniel Craig was good.
He was good, yeah. But yeah, they need to kind of go for somebody that's
Murphy,
in.
like, why would he be? No.
No.
My favorite James Bond is Pierce Brosnan. He looked like the real guy.
The problem with
just because I had the game on PlayStation 2 back then.
Oh no, yeah, nice. A bit of GoldenEye. Yeah, I think the problem with the Pierce Brosnan ones though, they were just Sygate retaking the position back from Filbo. As they're looking, Filbo is looking ahead at Miles and was caught off guard by the Alpine. He's now back up to P12.
Tom Holland.
No. Yeah, problem with Chili Murphy is that everyone will just see him as Peaky Blinders, won't they? So that's can't really do it.
I don't think he even considered it.
No, he's too scrawny as well. He's not got that physique for a Bond. But yeah, the ones for the Pierce Brosnan ones, I think they were just mockeries. They weren't really that serious. There was a lot of.
But Colin Turner, he doesn't look
jokes.
like it. He has such a weird face, like Benedict Cumberbatch.
But he played Sherlock Holmes, didn't he? As Gooner now closing in on Dan Morris, looking to overtake on the outside of 130R. Tries to switch back, but Dan Morris has got the speed to approach the chicane.
Aaron Taylor Johnson.
No. No, it'll be Colin Turner. Sygate has done a double move now ahead of Miles. And now to P11.
He's really dropping pace now. He's looking for P3 in the end.
I just think Skyguy's got too much, Dead Carcass's gap between him and Shawnee P's extended as well.
Skylight.
Going all over the back here of Dan Morris. Dan Morris's medium tyres maybe just burned that rubber a little bit too much as Schooner on the outside of Dunlop Corner. What an overtake from the Mercedes up to P7, and that wets my whistle. And there's Dan Morris back on the inside of the hairpin. Giving each other just enough room and really move to retake the position from Dan, but Gooner's going again. This could be the best action of the race. As Gooner back ahead before Spoon. Go on, Dan. Retake it again. And following through. Out of Spoon. He looks like he's gaining pace. It's going to be the chicane where he's going to make the move. I think he's going to follow him through 130R. Keep the speed going. He's going to go on the left, on the outside of the first chicane corner. Gooner holding it off, goes slightly deep, leaves Dan just enough room, and Dan's made the move. What an overtake. But Gooner's going back again. This is going into the reels as we've got a yellow flag. It's an Aston Martin. And it's not Shawnee P. It is Shawnee P. Shawnee P's gone off at Dunlop. And is now down to P3. And is under threat from Fleasy. And it's just
He's a threat.
He's a threat with a penalty though.
It went from bad to worse for Shawnee P.
He peed himself.
Because this is always a good commentary.
Commentary Reds.
From bad to worse. Commentary Reds for a free copy of F126 in the next 1 minute.
Imagine.
I mean it. Last chance. 50 seconds to go.
Fire picks himself another penalty as he's got Sygate on his gearbox.
Lost a subscriber. Oh, fucking hell.
Fire's picked up a penalty,
Like
and this is
subscribe.
now.
Terrorists will kill us.
Yes, I don't want to die. This is full possession now as Fire picks up a penalty. Sygate right on his gearbox. This is for the win in the Challenger tier. And this is exactly what Cygate needs to repair his race. He's got a better speed coming out of Spoon, and Fire's dropped like a sack of spuds. He's got no battery. And the Alpine now into the top 10 as well. And into P1 in Challenger. Philbert Baggins following suit ahead of the chicane, ahead of Miles. He's full of miles behind. Dan Morris back ahead of Guna. Up to P7 at turn 1. Guna has a slot behind for now. Benja will be looking to jump both positions under penalties. Kessler's in the pits looking to do a fastest lap. I do believe. I do believe in fairies. I do. Please, he's still stuck behind Shawnee. But he does have that penalty, so he doesn't need to really risk it. For a chalky biscuit. Benja just watching with a tent.
It seems nobody wants a free F126 DLC. Too bad.
Good foul here. 4P10.
Touching the grass. On the straight. Incredible driving there, mate.
Maybe he needs to touch grass in real life.
I think he does.
He's on
he should touch less grass to improve his pace.
He's on old medium tyres here as Guna comes storming it behind him. These two have had an incredible battle over the last couple of laps. On the outside of 130R with Guna.
Oh, Guna.
He's just kept it going.
Oh,
as Jack's moaning over a Guna. Guna rides the curb on the exit of the chicane. Dan not giving it up though. Who
has more battery? I can tell you who has more battery. No one. Guna seems to have more battery.
Is it Benja?
But Demos has more slipstream. Benja.
Too far behind. Fire's dropped quite a lot, and I think Fire's dropped.
Benja lost driving 100% races now on Wednesdays. He did better in the full Div 1 race, no? He came in.
He's going to gain on penalties though. He'll go up to P7.
Who?
Benja.
Why?
Because he's got no penalties. He'll gain positions on penalties.
Ah, yes. He will get a penalty now by riding the curb. But he's driving like a pussy, so he doesn't get the penalty.
Oh my god!
Looking for an overtake. I mean, he can just sit behind now because Guna has an 18-second gap.
Yeah, he doesn't need to get involved and just...
But just go for it, just for the giggles.
For the giggles, the Cygate is in P10.
I think Dan Morris will overtake Guna now because he has much more battery.
Oh, yeah, Benja's there though.
But we are looking at the race. Dan Morris now.
And we look on the outside of the chicane.
A little bit of tuning. Oh, Guna went a bit right, switch back from Dan Morris, but he runs into the back of Guna. But Guna has no battery.
Snap of overs here.
Push it. He doesn't push it.
He's going for it on the inside. This is going to be brave. Oh, that was risky. Oh, Dan Morris going for a move on the last lap.
Benja hit his back.
Benja,
you need to speed up now, but now maybe you get a penalty by running into Dan Morris's ass.
I don't think that was his fault.
Yes, it was his fault.
No, I think that was all. That was all. I think that was all Dan's fault. Went for a move. There wasn't really the gap there to go for it. As Kessler gets
a lap. Yes, Team Haas. Yes.
Team shaking their ass.
Maybe just shouldn't have pitted. Got
oh my God! Miles backing out of the first Degner. Look, almost getting wiped out.
The race win, and you missed it.
I've got it. Yes. Congratulations, Skyglide. Controlled the race. 10-second gap. And capitalised on the VSC. His dead carcass from the back of the grid. Back that ass up, exactly up the grid. Oh, Shawnee takes P3. It was going to jump to the line. 300ths between them. But, of course, Fleasy has the penalty and will take P4. AJ will be happy with P5. Hot step on up. Takes P6. Guna coming home P7, who will get jumped by Benja on penalties. It's a great
hazard lights on.
Morning. Warning. Guna and Dan Morris having a cracking battle
Warning.
over
I have
the
a warning.
final elements of this race. Benja then P7, Guna 8th,
Dan Morris tries to crash.
Dan Morris P9.
Kessler, get it on the fastest lap.
Sargate comes home P10, gets jumped by both Philbo Baggins and Miles, so we'll take P12, but we'll take
Also-
P1 in the Challenger. Fio comes home
Really?
P2 in the Challenger. You really? Mr. Magic's 14th and Kessler will take P3 in the Challenger. And the fastest
Really?
lap. Really? Yes, he will.
Really?
Yes.
Kessler? Oh, Kessler!
Oh, what? You absolute clown!
Fucking hell!
Oh, he's being a
Kessler
douche.
Oh,
Oh, he's being a
my
douche.
God. Gets disqualified. I will-
Yeah, that'd be hilarious if he gets disqualified.
Oh my God.
That.
He was so close to get fired by Günther.
Codemasters would have
Really?
raped him. Really?
Me?
He deserves it.
Kessler. Good man. Fastest lap. P15.
Once again, Audi on the
Nothing
top
more I
step.
can ask. Ah, fuck.
Yeah,
Over constructors.
Skyglide taking the win. And his first win of the season, I
I will
believe,
blame Scott Spur for driving into the wall and causing the safety car.
to help his teammate. Spray of champagne in the face. Race winner goes Skyglide. Kessler getting the fastest lap. Derek Carcass is given the driver of the day. And after
Not
coming
the
from the back of the grid.
Biggest gainer.
No, because he's a reserve. Skyglide taking
yeah,
the win.
anyway.
Derek Carcass
But if
coming
he would
home
have been-
P2. And Shawnee from pole has to
There's
settle for
one missing.
P3.
Cleanest driver is not available.
Fleazy P4 with AJ taking P5. Hot Stepper starting, finishing where he started. Benja P7. 8th for Guna. Dan Morris P9 from 14th. That might be the biggest gainer. Billy Baggins P10. Miles 11th. Sargate 12th, but taking that win in Challenger Fire with P2. Mr. Matrix 14th. 15th for Kessler with a 1:31.0 fastest lap. And P3. And then everyone else DNFing and retiring in the pits. Cracking race, and they say no overtaking's possible, but there was plenty of action going on for both races, and really enjoyed that in Suzuka. You want to catch more LOR action? We'll be back next Wednesday, 7:30 UK for the Div 1 boys, and 9 p.m. UK for the Div 2 boys, and we will be doing Jeddah, and it's a Jeddah sprint race.
Like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe. Yeah, he'll kill us. He doesn't even feed us. We're caged.
Jeddah. Oh, I like it. A bit of Jeddah. And it's a sprint.
Didn't you win the last Jeddah race?
I did.
So all eyes will be on you. No pressure.
I need a win, finally.
Yes. It will come.
Maybe when Portuguese goes on a 3-week holiday.
Yes. Let's all pay for a Portuguese holiday, just so Jax can win a race. Well, that's us done for this week. My name is Alex. I've been joined by Mr. Jax Daniels, and we shall see you again next week.
Konnichiwa.
Yatta!